Welcome to Illuminati Silver. We tell you the truth about silver. Today is Tuesday the 17th of March 2020, and yesterday we produced two videos of note. The first yesterday morning, titled Silver Slumps Below $13, Gold to Silver Ratio equals 119 to 1, and then yesterday evening, Gold falls, silver slumps. Will they recover soon? Where we pointed out in those videos that gold had fallen to $1,500, down $28 on the day, or at least 24 hours up to then, but had been as low as $14.51. And silver had fallen to $12.86 an ounce, down $1.89, but had been as low as $11.81. Now the gold to silver ratio, as mentioned, was hovering around the 119 to 1 level, though it had peaked momentarily at 122 to 1. Now we mentioned then that like gold, silver had also suffered liquidation, but on a much larger scale proportionately. It's now sinking in that global trade is falling through the floor, and this means China and other manufacturing countries are not buying physical silver for industrial purposes. Now we also pointed out it was possible that perhaps the fall had been overdone, and from a technical point of view it had been. But in this market based on fear, literally almost anything can happen. And we added that one should not be surprised if silver recovered an extra dollar or two, or even lost another dollar or two during the course of the week. Well, at the time of publishing this video, it's 1400 hours GMT, and gold and silver prices have oscillated quite a lot today, as you will see in the video clips that we are about to show you. But currently, gold is down to $14.92, that's $1,492 an ounce, and silver is down to $12.46. Now we did promise yesterday to show you how there is a chance or an opportunity for you to obtain gold and silver close to spot or marginally above spot prices, even though dealers are levying large premiums on gold and silver coins, especially silver. We've no doubt that most of our subscribers and those listening have seen the headline, US Mint runs out of 2020 silver eagles. And you've no doubt been inundated by the pumpers coming online in their droves telling you to buy silver now, it's grossly undervalued, and the mint has run out. So get it quick, buy as quickly as you can. Well, before you get your credit card out and fall for this gimmick, ask yourself, who's bought all of these 2020 silver eagles and why? Well, for sure, it's unlikely to be you, and it's certainly not us. Generally, it's the bullion dealers who, faced with falling silver prices, have bought up the entire supply and are creating now a perceived scarcity so that they can justify huge premiums and panic you into buying silver. You see, we've already ascertained that the industrial demand for silver is falling, which is why the paper prices all but collapsed. This extends to the physical, except that dealers who are in business are now charging premiums just to cover their costs, and these premiums are rising. So when the pumpers tell you, you've got to buy now because premiums are going to continue to rise, they're right. But they are the ones who bought the stock from the mint. You see, we remember this situation just a few years ago, and go through YouTube. A few years ago, US Mint runs out of eagles. Premiums go up, silver suddenly scarce. And then a few months later, premiums are back to normal. In fact, some dealers were selling with almost zero premiums. Not quite, but almost. And there was plenty of stock available. What a surprise. And some people dared to accuse the COMEX of being rigged, when this happens also in the physical domain, though we admit at a smaller value scale because of COMEX leveraging. But we hear you ask, yes, but what if silver really is cheap now and I want to buy it before it goes back up again? Well, what we shall do is take a brief look at a few sites to see the scale of the difficulty if you find yourself beyond patience and are twitching to use that credit or debit card. And then we will show you how you can actually obtain the gold and silver you want, not necessarily in the format you wanted, but without paying those hefty premiums. So let's just take a look at 3 sites. Okay, now a large number of people who purchase silver from the United Kingdom or Europe go to this site, Silver to Go. It's not the only site, but we thought we would show how expensive actually buying silver is currently at the moment. Now we've gone to the sales page of Silver to Go, and we can see immediately that the 1 ounce landmarks of Great Britain 2018 is £16.68. The 2019 1 ounce lunar is slightly cheaper at £15.80. The 10 ounce Queen's Beast 2019 for 10 ounces is £183, which is equivalent to £18.30 an ounce. Same here. If we scroll down, 2 ounce is 45, so that's making it £22.50, but admittedly it is 2 years old. The 2017 is now £27 an ounce, so it's £54, but going back to 2019, they're still asking £22.50 for this coin. And this one, incredible, £60. Okay, so this is the cheapest we've found on this site. It's the 2 ounce Queen's Beast 2020, £28.59. But if you buy 1 to 24, you can see on the screen, it'll cost you £28.93. So in essence, it's about £14.45 or £14.47 an ounce. And that's the cheapest. You scroll down, there are a number of items that are out of stock, which a lot of you are reporting. And you can see a 2020 coin is £15.88. This half-year lunar mouse is £9.28, so that's £18. The 5 ounce is £83. Well, again, that's what, £16, over £16 an ounce. The rest of these are out of stock. All of the Austria ones are out of stock. Let's go to page 2. The Athenian Owl is out of stock. The Rwanda, £28, but that is 2014, so we'll ignore that. The 1 ounce Krugerrand is from 1542. Depends how many you buy, I think. But that is in stock currently. That was out of stock, actually, yesterday. The 1 ounce Hulk, 1833. So, on average, the cheapest we're finding is roughly £14.50, and it can go up well beyond there. But I would say on average, you're looking at about £15 an ounce. If you look at the heavier weights, 500 grams and 1,000, all of the kilograms are gone. The 5 kilogram is gone. That was there actually 2 or 3 days ago. And the 500 gram is there, £266. Now, interestingly, 266, 500 kilograms, you're looking per gram at 53 pence per gram, or roughly per ounce, you're looking at £16.25, approximately an ounce. So that's more expensive to buy, the 500 gram, than it is some of the coins. Now you may be thinking, okay, so basically, so what? What point are you making? Well, the point we're making is this. If we go to Bullion by Post and we look at the price of silver, it's £10 an ounce. So the actual basic price, spot price, is £10, and yet you're selling the coins the cheapest at £14.50. So you're paying a £4.50, or if you like, 45% premium for having a coin. Now, if you were to buy through Bullion by Post, which is one of the more reputable companies in the United Kingdom, and we click on buy, and we go for silver coins, okay, you can see Silver Britannia, 13.20, best value is 12.50. That's cheaper, you think, but until you press the button. And then when you go to buy, what happens is that you're picking it up at that price for VAT-free storage. However, if you want to order the coin, it's £15.84 and have it delivered. But it doesn't stop there. That's the best value, and the 2020 is £15.96. But when you click on it, what you'll find is that if you buy one, it's £15.70. But you have to pay VAT, which is another £3. And so it comes to £18.84. That is again higher than the £15 or £16 being charged on silver to go, which is why people, often in the United Kingdom especially, will purchase from silver to go. However, keep this figure in mind. £15.70 plus £3 VAT, that's £18. That's for a 1 ounce Britannia. Now, if I actually want to sell to these people my 1 ounce Britannia, look what they will pay me. £10. So even if I were to be able to purchase it on silver to go, now I didn't look at that coin specifically, but it's going to be around £15–16. It's £18 with a VAT on Bullion by Post, but all I will get is £10. So depending on where I purchase that coin from, I'm going to lose between £6 and £8 per ounce. Now this is why, to a large extent, silver is very unattractive and an unattractive purchase in the United Kingdom. The VAT ruins it, but also we'll take a look in a moment at some of the American sites. Now, I know some people will say, but hold on, I won't sell it back to the dealer, I'll sell it on eBay. You hope you can sell it on eBay, because rest assured, when people start buying the silver at these sorts of prices, and it could actually take a year or two to recover, or certainly to make up the premium that you are paying on the coins, do you not think a lot of other people will be putting their coins for sale on eBay? And that's assuming the price goes up. This is the frightening thing as well. If you have a look, if you sell your kilo bar to them, it's £323. Now, if we bought the kilo bar, let's just go back to silver to go. Let me just click on this. Well, you can't buy a kilo, but you can buy half a kilo at the moment. Fine wait. Let's choose the half because the others are all out of stock. So you'll pay £269 plus postage, which is about £14. So if you were to just buy 1 kilo bar, a half kilo bar, sorry, you will pay £280. When you come to sell it, you'll get £165. Look again, 269 plus it'll, did that just go up? Plus £14 postage. So that's over 280 now. And you will get £165. So you're losing £115 on half a kilo. So you have to then sell that on the likes of eBay, with all the risks inherent in that, or to other dealers, but don't think you're going to get that much more from a high street dealer. You might if he has clients who are desperate to purchase the silver, but generally it's a pretty poor deal. We'll take a look now at some American sites. Okay, so we're now on the AppMex site. Now I know they're not the cheapest in the marketplace in America, I fully accept that, but let's just have a look at what's happening here. First of all, due to extreme order volumes, please expect a shipping delay of up to 3 business days. Headline, sold out at the US Mint 2020 Silver Eagles. Shop now. Go on then. Let's click on that. Oh, they've got Silver Eagles. Sold out at the US Mint. We'll come back to that later. However, you can purchase your American Silver Eagle from them. Oh, $24.58. Okay, what if I purchase 20 of them? We're now looking at $521. So 521 divided by 20. Why? Oh, that's the Premier. Sorry. Let's see if I can find a non-Premier pack. Okay, here we go. Right, we'll start with the Premier since the bulk are in the Premier. The Premier cost of a Silver Eagle MD Premier plus PCGS FS, $27.58. I'll go for a pack of 20. It's $521, which makes the price $26.05. So I'm saving $1.40. Let's go for a monster box, shall we? 500 coins at 12,040 divided by 500, and that's $24. So I'll pick them up at about $24. Now, what if I want to sell that coin? It says request a quote, and then you have to suggest a sale to them. So you cannot, unlike the other side, even get an indication of what you can actually sell it to them for. Rest assured, in our opinion, it is not going to be much above this price here. I don't know if you can see it. No, it's at the top of the screen. For some reason, I cannot extend this, but it basically is telling us that silver's $12.59. You're not going to get much above that. You will get a little more, but you're not going to get considerably more above that. We'll have a look at another site as well. Okay, we're on the SD Bullion website. As you can see, it says gold is $14.73 an ounce. That's the bid. The ask is $14.76. And silver's $12.25 to $12.46. You can see here that their top sellers are the half-ounce American Gold Eagle Proof, the 10-ounce silver bars, $10 face 90% US silver coins, and a 1-ounce random. If we just put our mouse over this, so you can have 1-ounce random coins, one of them at $18.43. Okay. The 10-ounce silver bar, $182 if you buy one, so that's about $18.20. Let's look at the 2020 first strike. Okay, we're moving into non-regular bullion here. And of course, let's click on silver. Let's click on the silver here. Silver coins, US Mint Silver Eagle coins. Let's have a look at the US Mint. Oh, silver American Eagles now. They're sold out at the Mint. Oh, but they will take orders. That's interesting. $23. Hold on. Didn't we just see that the previous coins you could pick up at $18 for one? But it's $23 for the 2020 American Silver Eagle coin. If we go to the random one, you can pick it up at $20, depending how you pay for it, $20.44 or $21.29. So why is the 2020 American Silver Eagle $23.45? We've generally found that from buying British coins, the newest one is the cheapest. And then as they get older, they become more expensive. Could this be because all these dealers have bought out all of the Eagles from the US Mint and now we're trying to capitalize on them by charging premiums and panicking people into thinking there's no silver left? I don't see a sign here saying you can't buy 1,500. Let's have a go. Let's type that in and see if it tells us we can't have 1,500 American Silver Eagles. I press continue. Go to checkout. Yeah, I can have 1,500. 220 American can't say it. Silver Eagle coins. $33,000. I thought there was a shortage. Please note, due to extremely high order volume, please expect a shipping time to 5 to 10 days. Is that because of the high order volume, or is that perhaps because of you know what? So there doesn't seem to be a shortage there, and yet the mint is sold out. An SD bullion will take 1,500. Let me just try. What if I type in 3,000? Are they going to give me a quote on 3,000? Go to checkout. I've got 4,500 now in the box. It's not telling me. Let me click continue to checkout. Yeah, it's not telling me they're not available. Admittedly, it's not logged in until review. But one would have thought they might have advised this number's not available. Now, if I want to sell my Eagles, which would be $22.45 to buy at a huge volume, what does this tell us? Silver 2020 American Eagles. It says sell price plus $1.80 an ounce. Now, I have never bought from SD Bullion, but I am making the assumption that the sell price is the price they quoted, and they'll give you an extra $180 an ounce for that particular coin. So if I go back, now if I'm wrong, please point this out. But if I go here, the bid price is the price that they will basically give you, $12.24. So $12.24 plus, as we've just seen, $12.24 plus $1.80. It's basically $14. So they will give you, unless I've misjudged how their system works, I don't think I have, they will give you $14 for something you're going to have to pay, even if you're buying quantity, $22 for. Now, if we at Illuminati Silver said to you, send us $2,200 and we'll hold that money for you, and then when you want it back, we'll give you $140 back from your $220. Or if you give us $2,200, we'll give you $140 or $1,400. I don't think that you'd be particularly keen to do that. So why do we do it when we buy silver? And in fairness to SD Bullion, at least they've given and been willing to give an indication of their selling prices. Now, if I've completely misjudged them, and that's not the price, do let us know in the comments below. But I'm pretty sure you will still have a hefty $6, $7 or $8 loss when you come to sell your coin back per ounce to that firm or any other firm, not just them. Not picking on them, we're choosing them because they are quite popular and they claim to be the lowest price, period. We'll come off this graphic and then we'll talk about one or two ideas in which you can perhaps to some extent avoid these premiums. Okay, we've now looked at 3 sites, and without doubt, whether you buy in the US or the United Kingdom or Europe, when you buy silver coins or bars, and you then try and resell them back to the company you've bought them from, they will pay you considerably less than you paid. Now, under normal circumstances, one would expect a loss of some sort, but ranging from $4 to $6 per ounce on something costing less than $22 is a hefty premium. It's at least 27%. So prices would have to move by that amount before you break even, and yes, we have seen equity markets move up beyond that level last year, but precious metal prices generally struggle to achieve that, or even struggle to achieve 20% in a very good year. So this suggests that you have to hold at least a year or two of good performance just to get your money back. And goodness help you if prices fall, as we've all witnessed since 2011. Now, we all know, goes without saying, the reason we buy the physical is in the case of financial failure, or the banks close down. Then we have something physical to pay with. But that said, in Western economies generally speaking, transferring monies online or buying precious metals and held offshore is generally quite safe. Yes, there have been, admittedly, 1 or 2 horror stories. That's true. But when one considers the number of transactions carried out this way, and compare that with the number of failures, it's actually safer than holding physical. When you compare the number of household thefts or burglaries there are in any one year. Do bear that in mind. Now, of course, if you have a secret hiding place in your back garden, it's a different matter. But not most people aren't in that position. So that said, let's take a look at the spread of using an online company. And for this example, because we know this company and its reputation, we can show you the spreads, and it's a company called Bullion Vault. Now, of course, there are others out there with just as good reputations, or arguably some may even better. Let's take a look at this. So let's take a look at a company we're familiar with called Bullion Vault. Now they let, as they say in the headline, Bullion Vault lets private investors around the world access the professional bullion markets. You can benefit from the lowest cost for buying, selling and storing gold and silver. Now we've had a look and we've seen that an ounce varies by as much as $6 or even sometimes $8. And you can see here on Bullion Vault, you have the Zurich Vault, the London Vault, the New York Vault, the Toronto Vault, and the Singapore Vault. Now, regardless of your view at this moment as to whether one should hold gold and silver in these environments, as we've pointed out, generally speaking, most of these companies have conducted many tens of thousands of transactions without a problem. Yes, 1 or 2 organizations have gone through which have cost investors money. But usually companies like these are underwritten. And some people will argue, well, if there's a banking collapse, it doesn't matter if it's underwritten. Rest assured, if there is a banking collapse, people will be more worried, frankly, about whether they have any food and can access it without attacking someone else who may have got there before you. What you're holding in your savings accounts will be important, but will be less worrisome if that happens. We produced a video on the Armageddon situation previously, and we still hold by that announcement that there would be carnage in the streets. Anyway, assuming there's no carnage, and assuming all the banks still exist, the financial system still survives despite its current depressing nature. Let's just take a look. Let's click on a troy ounce. I'll use the London Vault, and you can see that in US dollar terms, you can buy an ounce of silver for $13.56, and you can sell it at $12.50. That's just over a $1 spread. Now remember, we told you that the other route, we were looking at 27%. This route, we're looking at 7%. Gold, it's much tighter. 1487 to buy, 1484 to sell. And quite frankly, in view of some of the premiums that we've identified, when we re-enter the gold market, this is how we ourselves are going to buy more gold. The reason being, we have, in our view, a more than adequate supply of the physical. Is it a risk? There's always counterparty risk, of course there is, but then there is the risk of burglary too. However, and if you lock your gold up in a bank and the banks fail, can you get access to the safety deposit box is the next question. So, you can immediately see that the spread there is tiny. It's $3. $3 on a 1486. Percentage-wise, that's 0.2%. Interestingly, though, look at platinum. It's a very different scenario here. Not quite sure why it's quite so great, because that really is quite significant. If we go to pound terms, we can see in gold 1228 buy, 1226 sell. In silver, 1073 buy, 1030 sell. So that's only a 43 pence. 43 pence difference. And in percentage terms, you're looking at 4%. A vast difference from the 27% if we actually bought the physical. We can see 4% swings in a day. In fact, we've seen a 10% swing in a day. 27% swings mostly have tended to be downwards rather than upwards. And the same applies. Let's click on Canada. If you purchase in Canada in dollars, you can see the various spreads there. And if you were to buy in euros, let's say you store it in England and you buy it in euros, you're looking at similar sort of very small spreads. Mind you, that's very different from platinum, so I'm not quite sure if that platinum one we looked at was correct. Not offered in dollar terms. Find that quite strange. Why that's a huge differential. Not sure why that is. Anyway, hopefully we make the point here as to the benefit of acquiring gold and silver this way as opposed to the physical, but not discounting the risks associated with it. Well, having looked at Bullion Vault, let's take a look at eBay to see if we can sell our silver there at a better price. Okay, so we now thought perhaps we should go to eBay and have a look at how many coins 1 ounce silver eagles are actually being sold. This is UK. Obviously, do the search yourself for the United States. So basically, we come down the side menu and we click completed items. You might not be able to see it quite on the screen. Completed items and sold items. Now that's a silver plate coin. Okay, £22.19. American Silver Eagle. £22.19 including free postage. £22.18 including free postage. £26. £32, but that's with a capsule. That's with a capsule. Interesting. £22 and £2 postage. But have a look at how many are actually being sold. 1 on the 17th, 2 on the 16th, 1 on the 14th, 1 on the 13th. So if you go and buy, let's say 100 of these coins in the UK, you're going to be lucky. Very lucky if you manage to sell them over a 100-day period. 4th of March, one sold £21.98. But as we've already shown you, let's go back again now to Bullion by Post. Let's suppose we want to buy a 2020. So people are selling them for £22. 2020 American silver, awaiting stock. Okay. Look. If we buy them off someone like Bullion by Post, we're going to pay £23 for them. And then when we're selling them, we're getting £22 including postage, or if we're lucky, £26. Or as this person was very lucky, £32. Not really a good place to buy, but yes, you will sell some. But if you bought a lot, you may have to wait a long time. And then out of this, actually look at this one, sold 4th of March, £21.98. Out of this, you then pay your listing fees, your PayPal fees. Not a great deal of profit, if any at all. Well, prior to showing you the eBay video, we asked, can you get a better price? Well, the answer is yes, certainly better than the bullion dealer will give you, but not much more than you actually paid for the item. And if you take fees into account, you are more than likely to get less than you paid for, or you might make the odd dollar or pound. Now, we do not seem to be painting a wonderful picture here, are we? We're paying premiums and at the very best, just about getting our monies back, providing, of course, prices do not fall further. Selling on eBay, we've seen, can be done, but you may not sell as many coins as you would hope to sell in the time period that you may need to sell them. Now, probably the best tip we can give you, and this will serve many well, but not all, it really does depend on where you live. If you either have a pawn shop or local market stall, but shops are better, and possibly small jewelers that sell gold and silver, not necessarily coins, but sell gold and silver, like necklaces, bracelets, etc. Go in and offer to buy whatever gold or silver stock they have and offer them spot or marginally above spot price. You see, at this moment, people are not going into these shops because what is happening is self-isolating. Yet these shops still have rent, rates in some cases. insurance, and staffing costs to cover. Many of the independent smaller ones will not have significant financial reserves to cover these bills. If you go in and offer to purchase a few thousand, or perhaps you may get away with a few $100 worth, or pounds, or euros, depending where you are, and offer them just a little above or at spot price for perhaps some of their not better quality jewellery that they would sell immediately, or that they might consider scrapping, although it's just that little bit too good for it, you may find that they will sell them. You see, the alternative is that they send them off to be scrapped and melted down. And then generally they will receive less than spot. Now, we've just done this, so we're not talking through the top of our heads. And we will show you in a future video what we have picked up. Now, we haven't spent a massive amount because we're still dubious about precious metal prices, but we have acquired gold. We were considering doing this with silver, but we couldn't quite bring ourselves about to do it just yet. But there could still be an opportunity in the weeks ahead. So you see, even if gold prices fall 5 or 10%, and you manage to pick up silver, it's still better than paying the 27% premium on coins. Or you can purchase online, as we mentioned earlier. Now, it's better that than paying your 27% premium and then hoping you may be able to sell them on eBay with all the inherent risk associated with that and the hidden costs. We've actually sold a number of items on eBay, and even though we had recorded delivery, the recipients then claimed that the item was not in the package that they signed for. We also had one instance where we sold a particular coin and the person sent it back saying it was a fake, and they replaced our genuine coin with a fake one. So be careful. Now, we hope this helps. And if there's one message you can take away from this, and it's entirely up to you what you do, we can only give you the benefit of our experience. Do not be tempted to pay exorbitant premiums, because this marketplace is now being manipulated, not by the central banks, not by governments, but actually by your own bullion dealers to an extent. Not all of them, but that is our sincere opinion. You are now having to pay premiums on something that a few months down the road, unless the silver price recovers dramatically, you'll find yourself underwater yet again. Thank you for listening. Sorry this was longer than usual. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so, pressing the bell sign. And later today, probably this evening on the Richard and Greg channel, we will provide a geopolitical update. And hopefully you will sign up to that channel as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. We hope you have found this video interesting and informative. And if so, please give it a thumbs up and share it on social media. Please ensure that you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell sign so that you are notified of any future videos. Also, kindly visit our website at illuminatisilver.com, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe either as a free or paying member for regular email updates and offers. Disclaimer. Illuminati silver owners come from a background of banking, international wealth management and economics. Having now retired from these worlds, we are not qualified to give investment advice. Therefore, this and other productions must not be deemed to be giving such advice and merely represent the personal views of its owners.